with an open look, he's going to knock it down almost every time. But, let's say he's covered.
He's no Caitlin.
I guess you just go ahead and kick it out to, I don't know, Anthony Edwards? I mean, how does anyone stop this team, Dirk?
Hi, Mike. We're talking basketball. Specifically, the international game. Different than the NBA or WNBA, might I add. You have are we calling them the Dream Team? Are they referred to any specifically? Anyways, the U.S. men's national team, they're already 3-0 in the Olympics going on. Big win over Serbia.
Well, not in the Olympics, in the Olympic warm-ups.
Sorry, in the warm-ups, yeah. Anyways, but big win over Serbia, right?
Dominant, yeah.
And now going into the Olympics here shortly, Mike, we're talking, how are they going to do in the Olympics, and who is your pick on the Olympics?
So, Dirk, I think it would be crazy if any team even contends with the U.S. men's national team. Once again, all right, Nikola Jokic, almost unanimously the best player in the world. Yesterday, he was held to like one of his worst shooting performances. Why? Because the U.S. men's team can rotate Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo onto him in double teams even. Like, what is Jokic supposed to do in that scenario? Then, if it goes out to the offensive side on the perimeter, you've got Steph Curry, who's often an open option because LeBron is facilitating, causes defenders to crash. As we all know, if Curry's shooting from the outside with an open look, he's going to knock it down almost every time. But, let's say he's covered.
He's no Caitlin.
I guess you just go ahead and kick it out to, I don't know, Anthony Edwards? I mean, how does anyone stop this team, Dirk? There's just no way.
Because the Greek freak.
It's the Greek. Okay. We're going to go with Giannis.
Yeah, we're going back with this. Giannis.
Okay.
All right, so Mike, you're taking U.S. winning it all.
I am. I think
Is there even a team that's going to come close?
If Canada puts it all together, Canada is the one team that really, truly can push the U.S. team, kind of like Spain did in those like glory years of 2008 and 2012.
They don't have a Pablo Gasol to do that, though.
They don't necessarily have a Gasol, but the guard play with, you've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you've got Jamal Murray, you've got so many good players on that Canadian roster. It might be deeper than this.
Okay, I'm just going to say Jokic is going to be really pissed that you just called Jamal Murray a good player.
He is a good player. Okay, let me go back in time for you, Dirk. When the Nuggets beat the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals in 2023, I do believe Jamal Murray averaged like 33 points a game or 34 points a game.
We're talking today. It's like
Jamal Murray had 2 game-winning jumpers in that series this year in the playoffs. The Canada team is very good, Dirk. It's just not as good as this U.S. men's national team, which I think could be the best iteration of the team since the 2008 team, which was the, quote, redeem team.
No.
I think it might be. This team is absolutely stacked. It's got young guys. It's got,
Those were the undisputed best players in the NBA.
What, in 2008?
Yes.
I mean, you still have a lot of them on the U.S. men's team who... Well, I mean, it's almost a cheat code that they're able to pull Embiid, who would be your number 2 center. But you've also got, I don't know, what? There's Steph Curry, who was not around in 2008, who's the best shooter ever. You've got the best young prospect in Anthony Edwards. You've got Jason Tatum, who just walked his way to a championship as the leader of that team. I mean, obviously Jaylen Brown had a lot to do with that as well. The roster construction on this is so good.
Yeah, but the best overall player in the NBA right now is
Nikola Jokic.
Not on the
U.S. men's team. Go through some of the others on this roster. I'm just saying it's a very well constructed roster. That's
but to put that team up there with the 2008 team, Mike.
There is not a prime or almost on the doorstep of prime LeBron James on this team. I will say that much. There is, whether or not you've got a Kobe Bryant equivalent is up for debate, because I think at this point, with the style of play, Curry is still very similar to that role. It's just a different game and a different team, though, right? I mean, from the outside at this juncture, if you have shooters, which this team has, pretty hard to beat. Not to mention the defensive presence on the interior. Like, yes, that 2008 team had prime Dwight Howard, but you're talking AD, Bam, and Embiid as your bigs. That's a crazy, crazy roster.
dark horse, teams that are going to win the Olympics. Calling it here. So Mike has the U.S. men's national team, so I won't take them. However, teams that will beat the U.S. men's national team and win the whole thing.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Serbia and Greece. That's going to be your finals, with Serbia winning it all.
Serbia's going to turn a 45-point deficit around pretty quick, huh?
You know what? You know why? Because Jokic is out partying. He's pulling the Gronkowski right now. And when it comes game time, because this is like, you know what this is right now? This is like, basically, what is this? This is warm-ups. You talking about warm-ups?
Yeah.
You're talking about warm-ups, Mike.
Yeah, no, not happening, Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey.
Oh, my.